All right. Good morning, everyone. Wow, what a morning it is so far, huh? I got to go pick up a kid here shortly. And so I came on just a little early, and I'm going to leave a lot early, unfortunately. One of the sick grandsons at school, going to go pick him up. So I'm going to do this pretty quickly here this morning. I am your meteorologist, Brian Burton, the local forecaster here in Lafayette, of course. I'm going to bring you some of the weather that we're going to be seeing today really quickly. I hate to do it this way, but probably about 10-15 minutes here, we'll get through some of this pretty quickly and we'll see what's going on. If that's okay with you guys, I'm sure many of you understand a little bit about what can be happening with that. So let's go straight to the maps. I'm going to go right to the current temperature, 54 degrees. Saw some more rain overnight, most of us, and it does look like the forecast is going to be much colder here for at least the first part of this week, and then into next week we'll see what happens, right? So 54 right now. We will see some sunshine later on this afternoon and into maybe the early morning hours. We're going to take a look at the satellite, and I'm like, wow, it's just right on the edge of us, right? So we'll see that coming up. Humidity is 90%. We are getting winds out of the, we'll call it west-northwest, about 6 miles an hour, making it feel probably more like 50 instead of 54. I know it says feels like 59, but they're lying. With the wind out there, it feels a little chillier, okay? It's not that bad of a wind, but it does feel chilly, I am sure, for most of us. All right, so it says we're going to top out 63 today. I do believe we're going to get into the lower 60s, it looks like. And then the next few days, look at the changes here. Instead of being somewhere around 60, we're in the only upper 50s and even lower 50s for a couple days there. As we have another system that'll come through the area again tomorrow night, I believe it is, Thursday night into Friday. So maybe a little reprieve here for about 24 hours or so. It'll be a little drier, a little bit better, at least for most of us. Let's look at that satellite picture. I zoomed in pretty close here. You can see Lafayette right about there. And you can also see that there is sunshine just to our west, but still we are hanging in the gloom this morning, at least for a little while. And you can see the system clearing off towards the east pretty easily. Another system back down to our south, and another system back off to the north. Which one is going to win out? Well, we'll see right now. We'll get into that in just a second. We still see some of the clouds in Iowa and a little bit over northern Illinois, but we're starting to break up pretty good, so I think we're going to get into some of that sun as we go through the day. Let's zoom in just a little closer, see if we can pinpoint those clouds. Lafayette is right there, okay? And you can see it. This is not the visual, it's the infrared, but it's right on the edge of us right now, okay? So it's really close for us to be breaking out cloud-wise. Let's switch it over to the actual visual, and you can see what I'm talking about. Look at that. Right there, just over Lafayette. Matter of fact, portions of Tippecanoe County are pretty much open sunshine if you're to the west of the city right now. And it looks like it's starting to creep in on the north side, too. Can we go in a little closer here? Let's see. Yes, we can. So look at that. You can see the clouds just over Lafayette, just forming right there. Whether they're coming off the lake or not in the low levels is hard to tell. But in the upper levels, everything is moving towards the probably about the north. Well, we'll call it east-northeast, right? So yeah, little movement towards the north. All the showers and rain are down to our south right now. So we look good, at least on that front. We pinpoint the radar, put that over there, and you can see rains have cleared south of Indy already. We're nice and dry out towards our west, and we see just that little fringe of some clouds and some rain popping up over between LaPorte and South Bend right now. So that's where we're at least on that front. Lafayette is high and dry. So let's see what the models say. Models say the exact same thing. Rain's clearing, everything's good. It even shows that little blurb of stuff coming over up north of northern Indiana right now. So we go through, here we are, 14Z, which is 10 o'clock. We look good. Rain clears out pretty good. Now, I'm still seeing a stubbornness here with some of the showers, which makes me worry because we're right here. Are we going to be in and out of a cloud? Maybe a isolated chance for a shower, especially if you're up north. It tries to keep clearing, but when I see these scattered, really light shotgun look to it, I still think lower clouds and just some sprinkles in there or something, right? That's what I'm thinking. Not over Lafayette right now, which is right here, but, and it goes through this evening there, it does still give an indication maybe right there of about 10 o'clock tonight where we might see a shower come through with this. Same thing. clouds and some sprinkles, right? More than anything else. And then most of the day tomorrow looks really good. Let's see, it's Wednesday, right? So hump day. We're going to get through hump day pretty easily. Thursday looks pretty good. Then about 10 o'clock tomorrow night, we start to see some more rain moving into the picture. And sure enough, we start to pick it up by, this is about 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Some rain moving in. This is a little heavier rain than the sprinkly kind of stuff we may see the next 24 hours here or there. But this has, and you notice it came from the west, right? So we take it out and we go out a little farther with it. We can see that it's not a very big system at all. It's why? Because it came from the northwest, right? There, see that? See the direction it's coming from? So the big low to the north is, you can see the flow around it pretty easily. And then it just brings in those chances for showers again tomorrow night. This is not a big system, but it's going to be just an annoyance system if it's anything at this point. Temperature-wise, we look like this. And let's go in close so we can see what we're looking at here. All right, so 52 overnight. Let's see where we're at right now. Boom. 55, which is pretty close, wasn't it? 54 is where actual temperature is. So we are pretty close on that front. Sorry, guys. Didn't even get to clear my voice this morning. Nothing like that. Am I supposed to go, la, 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 la? All right. 55 degrees this morning. There you go with that chance right there. Looks pretty nice. Not bad, really. I mean, let's think about this. We should be about 67 right now for a high. So what are we going to get up to today? Well, right there, about 65. That's it this afternoon sometime. Into the evening, then starts to fall off. So 65. What is that time? Is that? I'm trying to pinpoint. There it is, right there. We got that. 19Z, so 7 o'clock minus 4. It's 3 o'clock this afternoon, 65 degrees, which is probably about normal. Well, we got some sun in there, but we still got the clouds kind of coming and going, so the temperature actually drops a degree or two before we get to our max, normal max, and you're starting to see the flow and the winds coming out of the north. Highs over here, right? And then it's trying to continue that flow out of the north. So let me get the old drawer out here. You got a big low way up in Canada, right? Over here. You got a big high over the southwest over here. In between is us, and we're getting a northerly flow right now, all right? That's what we're seeing, at least at this point. And because of that, we're going to stay chilly and cold for a while. That's the biggest change. It's not like we were going to get real warm. The model showed us a little warmer than what it is now, but it's definitely going to be chilly over the next week or so. So I think that enhances our chances to get to the frost advisory on Friday or Saturday we were talking about. But here's tomorrow morning. You're talking 38, 37 degrees right in there. We'll go for that because of the cloud cover. I don't think we're going to get that cold. So we may only bottom out at about 40. We'll see what happens. Then tomorrow we rebound. Here we go. And it's only mid-50s. Oh, no. Upper 50s. My gosh. Am I yawning just as much as you guys are? I think I am. Sorry. Man. One of them mornings. All right. So 57 tomorrow morning. 57 degrees. Or tomorrow afternoon. There you go. 57 degrees is what you're going to see out there. And then overnight it drops back down. We're back into the 40s, but it only goes out to like 2 in the morning. So we don't have enough information, at least as of right now. Let's pop back out. Let's look at the big sector, see if we can see anything on the GFS real quick. Anything that stuns us for precipitation and storms coming in. Okay, so there's the blob for tomorrow night. It shows it a little more intense. That's pretty good intensity right there. So it looks like it's a little stronger on the GFS than it is on the HER right now. But what kind of weather? Then it just kind of this is all that cloudy, kind of gloomy look. All right, this is into Friday night, into Saturday. Saturday looks okay. The high's right here, right? We got a high right there, and then but we still have these little annoyance waves that keep coming through around the low, which is up into Canada somewhere there, your main low. And here's, okay, so if we're going to get some of this light rain or drizzly kind of stuff and our freezing levels way down here, potentially for snow, we could keep an eye on that. Although It doesn't look like it right now. The cloud cover may keep us warm enough. And you see the high right, kind of a double-barreled high, one here, all right, the other one right here. That's the way they're showing it. Either way, it's one big high, right? That's what you're seeing right here. So right there is the big high. And then if you draw a little face around this one, you can see he's going, oh my gosh, look what's happening. All right, there you go. Okay, so this is now into Saturday evening, right? This is what it is, 6 o'clock Saturday evening, 8 o'clock, maybe another chance of some light showers. And then there's another, you notice everything's coming from where? It's coming from the northwest. From the northwest. That means it's colder and kind of gloomier kind of feel. And then even some good solid rain Monday setting up. And now we have our east, we have our east to west or west to east look all along here, and Lafayette's right here underneath that. So we'll have to keep an eye on this batch of rain coming in on Monday into Tuesday. That's that same storm. Doesn't look as strong, right? Look, it's coming out of the north. Doesn't look as strong, but it kind of pushes through pretty quickly, and then it's gone. By the middle of next week, we're kind of back to normal. And then but our influence is still coming from the northwest right here. We're trying to get some influx from the south too at the same time. That could come together for something bad. And then look at that. There's snow still in Wisconsin. All right, still falling next Friday, Friday, May 8th already. We're out to here. And then there's just a lot. Same thing. The flow is still coming this way. So this is a chilly, cold flow now compared to what it was showing yesterday, definitely. But a lot of the rain misses us next weekend. It looks pretty nice. Then we got a lot of rain coming in, and then now we're starting to get an influence from over here, from the west, right? West. But we have an influx of moisture coming this way and this way now. If we go back a little bit, you see how matter of fact, it's mostly coming from the west. So it's tapping into a little bit of moisture from the south by this point. And there's a big band of rain right here. Southern Indiana, probably somewhere up, anywhere along Indiana, it looks like you're going to run into some rain Monday, 2 weeks from now. And then lots of rain that week, May 11th, 12th, 13th, lots of May showers during that time frame. Okay, and then it gets quiet. So that's your big bopper for the following week is that Monday, Tuesday. Next week, it's somewhere around Wednesday, Thursday it is for the big bopper. Let's take a look at the temperatures. I'm going to go through these really fast. Normally, I talk about these a little bit more, but I got to leave in about 5 minutes to go get the grandson. All right, so here we go. What we're going to notice is lots of cool air either trapped right up in here or trapped right up in here. And either way, the flow is either coming from the north or it's coming from the northwest, almost from the entire time frame. So let's keep an eye on that. So there's the chances of 37, 38 Friday morning, Saturday morning. There you go, Saturday morning, same thing, 37. The cold air is over here now, right? But some of the warm air is getting up in here, but that's not going to last very long. We get somewhere to or near 60 degrees on Sunday, so Sunday doesn't look too bad, at least at the moment. And then it doesn't get very cold overnight. Here's our one influx of warmth next week. Looks like we'll be near 70 on Monday right now. You can see the pocket of 80s here, but you can see the change right in here. It's hard to see that right there, but right there's your change, your 50s, everything. And then look at the flow. The flow is like that. The flow is like this. So right now it looks like this is going to win out, right? And we're going to stay in the chilly weather. Boom, there it is. Boom. There it is. All right, so mid to low 40s, we'll call it, on Tuesday morning. Only warming back up to about 60, which is below normal. And now we're in the 40s and 50s and 60s. There's another day that's kind of warm. What day is that? That's Thursday. And now it'll be Wednesday. So we may pop back up into near 60. Back into the 40s and the low 40s for overnight lows on Thursday, the 7th, and it should be somewhere around 48, 49. So this is close to normal anyway, but still chilly compared to what we were thinking was going to happen there for a while. Now we've caved in and we're only getting into the 50s, and there's a day for some frost, maybe Friday morning next week. We'll keep an eye on developments with that. And then we're back into the 50s. That's it for Friday. Saturday, bam, bam, another day where we're in the 30s for lows. And the high is only in the upper 50s. So you can see the trend, right? You see the trend. The trend is colder, not even near normal a lot of these days. So more days than not, we will be below normal for our temperatures, for the highs especially. And then there's a lot of cold right there in that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday when we have the rain setting up. What did you see? You see a lot of these 40s and 50s just settling in because you have packed in cloud cover the whole time. You have rain all over the place through here, right? And so you're just seeing those temperatures kind of wander in the 40s and 50s. There you go. And you even get a pocket of some 30s overnight one of those nights. And then it's way out on Wednesday, May 14th. There's a little bit of warmth. It's still, look at that. I say it's a little bit of warmth. We maybe get to 60 on May 14th. We should be 71 for our high by that time frame. So you can see by the middle of May, you should be into the 70s, and we're still only going to be showing 60s, at least at this point. We'll see what changes, because that was a pretty dramatic change from yesterday's models and what the runs looked like yesterday, okay? So I did want to hit one more thing. Let's hit the cameras real quick before I get out of here, just so we can see that there is some sunshine for us coming, and I think I may not be able to do that unless I turn this thing off. Boom. Off with Here it is. Okay, so what are we seeing? Are we seeing any sunshine? Oh, we're starting to see some sun. Look at that. There's some sun on the ground over in West Lafayette right now. And how about out here, the Fowler camera? Fowler camera count today, 1. 1 today on the Fowler camera count. I do see some a lot of clouds you can see in the distance there, still kind of blocking the sun from them. How about up north, Rensselaer? They seeing anything? Oh, we can see the construction. That's what we can see. Oh, the construction's pretty heavy, but it does look like there's some sunshine on the ground there. It's a little brighter. And as you look at the bridge, though, it doesn't look that impressive at all. Heading down to 231, we can see that it's nice and clear there, looking pretty good, but no sunshine really yet. So still kind of caught there all along the I-65 corridor. Clouds at 231. Both pictures look pretty quiet there, but we see a lot of rain again in the fields now. So some of the fields are holding rain. We had over a couple inches in a lot of places 2 nights ago. So then you see there's still a little bit there. Here we go down to 25, and looks pretty quiet there, at least on that front. And then as you get to 26, it looks a little brighter. You can see lots of clouds, lots of mix of clouds. I can see some low clouds, I can see some mid clouds, and I think I can see some high clouds in there too. And then you see you switch down to the camera at Dayton, and I still see some of the low clouds off in the distance where maybe some rain is coming through down here. Let's take a look back there where we could just see the showers. So now we're down to the Frankfort, and wow, there's flooding in a lot of the fields here. We've seen this flooding here all winter when we've been looking at the cameras. Lots of water in there. Not much happening traffic-wise, but man, you can see the low clouds really well down there on that one. So that is it from now. We'll hit the cameras. I got to go pick up the grandson. It's been great talking to all you guys. Let me switch this over real quick. I hope you have a good hump day, so to speak, and we'll get through Wednesday. We'll try to get ready for some of the chill that's coming into the area and some in and out rains off and on here or there with 1 or 2 big storms over the next 2.5 weeks. So we'll detail it even more tomorrow. And you guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.